Countries that want people to have more kids seem to really like making everything involved in that decision really expensive.
Anakin Skywalker turned evil at age 23 and died at age 46. He spent half his life in the light and half in the dark. Balance.
It's been about 10,000 years, and we're still eating bread.
The meat industry couldn't come up with a better smear campaign for vegans than PETA if they tried.
There are more than a handful of people that have had crushes on you without you knowing.
In The Walking Dead, for 10 seasons, not one single nuclear power plant exploded.
People singing happy birthday to you feels like a real-life unskippable ad.
Snooping through your partner's phone is considered a toxic trait, but that's how the majority of infidelity is discovered.
It will eventually become common for people with $1 million in their bank account to worry about paying bills.
It's crazy how much of the technology we use is owned by Google.
Brain freeze is one of the most painful physical sensations, but no one cares since it always lasts a few seconds.
Failing to teach kids how to cook in school is the biggest boost for the fast food industry.
It's crazy how much of the technology we use is powered by Linux.
Whether or not to use 2 knives when making a PB+J at a friend's house is the ultimate test of one's morals.
Fighters are the only people who make their own nickname, and people take it seriously.
We all just settled on potatoes being used to denote bad image quality.
Chess pawns are all women. They turn into queens when they reach the other side of the board, not into kings.
Actors in movies always only vomit a mouthful. Unless it's a comedy.
You know the numbers 1 to 1 billion, yet haven't heard of most of them.
Now for a quick break. Stay tuned for more shower thoughts. Having a toothpick in your mouth makes you look cooler, unless you're actually using it as a toothpick.
Deaf people have never heard their farts.
The fact that no one is winning the lottery over and over again is proof no one can see the future.
We're lucky that boogers don't smell bad.
You cannot get the same haircut twice.
Handshakes are actually a weird thing. Who invented squeezing a stranger's hand upon meeting them?
All the replicated food from the Star Trek franchise can be considered as vegan.
Barbers are the only ones who can put a blade to your neck with no suspicion.
Pringles is so confident in their product, they use a torture device for packaging.
As kids, we can't wait to grow up. As adults, we wish we never did. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more mind-bending shower thoughts. Goodbye for now. If you liked this podcast, check out our other podcast, Daily Facts. This podcast gives you interesting tidbits of information to impress your friends, family, and colleagues with. So get smarter in less than 10 minutes a day. Just search for Daily Facts in your podcast app or check the show notes page for the link. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.